Hi, my name is Caitlin Cox. I'm a junior at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I study dramaturgy. I chose BCA Marburg because I did a lot of online research and I looked at the actual town of Marburg and it was completely idyllic, and I'm very happy to say that it has fulfilled all of my expectations. It is exactly what you think a little German town should be like. BCA was undoubtedly the right choice for me because I feel like I was really terrified when I was leaving to study abroad, and BCA took the terror out of it and just left me with excitement, and it made it so I felt like I should be taking advantage of all the opportunities, and everyone, my program director, helped me take advantage of all the opportunities in Marburg, and I feel like BCA actually wanted me to make the most out of my time here.
Do you feel that you made the most out of your time here?
Yes. I have done many things that I never expected I would do, and I feel like when I make a decision of what I'm going to do every day, I try to do something that I know I could only do here in Marburg.
Can you name us an example?
I decided that I wanted to learn a new sport that doesn't exist really in America, so I took a handball course, and I also randomly decided to enter a handball tournament, and through luck and the kindness of a lot of German strangers, I ended up winning that tournament. It was probably one of my proudest moments.
Can you tell us about how it was for you showing up actually though in Vienna? Some students say, wow, this is two programs in one. Others actually do say, I had one preference over another. How was it for you?
Vienna was honestly just pretty mind-blowing. It was so impressive. It's really hard to walk around in Vienna and just remain sort of lost in your own thoughts because you look up and everything incredible is just looming over you. And there's so much culture and so much beauty that it's a very, very special place.
Did you actually get to take advantage of some of the cultural offerings there in Vienna?
Yes. That was another way that BCA actually really helped us. They certainly motivated us to see as many museums as possible, so I did, and it's really, it was pretty breathtaking being in those museums and realizing that all the things that are in your history textbooks are right in front of you.
You study theater, right?
Yes.
And did you get a chance to go to theater in Vienna or Marburg?
I've been to theater in both Vienna and Marburg, and regardless of how the actual performances were, there was a difference in the way that these people approach theater, and there's a different appreciation for art in general that I feel really, really lucky to have found, and that I don't think I would find in America, and it has made me seriously consider living the rest of my life here in Europe, perhaps in Marburg, perhaps in Vienna. I don't know.
You're going to be graduating in probably a year or less from now. Where do you see yourself living?
To be honest, I'm fairly certain that I'm going to be applying to film schools in Europe, definitely in Germany and definitely in Austria, and hopefully I'll be there. We'll see.
What do you see as like an immediate benefit of having studied with BCA? Something that you'll put to immediate use?
Well, something that it's going to be hard to forget is just the knowledge that I have been in an incredible place, and that I can be extremely happy in a place that's not where I grew up, and it's not where I went to college. It's not the places that I've known in the past, but that's definitely going to stick with me, and I'm going to remember that I can always have a future, the place I found here.
Okay. What are you going to miss the most about Marburg and Vienna?
Everything.
That's a legitimate answer.
Yeah. What am I going to miss the most? I think I will really, really miss the fact that it's beautiful everywhere I've gone. That's something that I'm not used to seeing in my regular life at home, just walking outside and realizing that everything is really quite beautiful, and it's very hard not to realize that when you're in Marburg or Vienna.
Did you feel like you went into the semester prepared?
I feel like I did go into the semester prepared. I think I had a lot of anxiety about it, and pretty much as soon as I went to the first session of each class, I realized that my anxiety had been pretty ridiculous in hindsight. It's been very smooth, but it's been challenging in a way that I didn't expect it to be. It's a very different system from the American one that I've grown up knowing. and it's extremely valuable. I've enjoyed the classes I've been taking here more than I've ever enjoyed classes in the past, so that leaves a lot of room for thought.
What did you do with your free time in Vienna and in Marburg? Could you talk a little bit about that?
In Vienna, we had a feeling of trying to do as much as possible, so we were constantly organizing outings to different museums and historical sites and all of that. So we were kind of master tourists, but at the same time we were trying to accomplish the sense of seeming like we sort of belonged there, which I think we sort of did. We didn't completely fail at that. And in Marburg, it's been very much trying to establish a life and make friends. I can't think of anything bad to say about Marburg. I'm currently displayed on a ruin overlooking gorgeous German countryside. And it may be a small town, but for me, being a university student, it's pretty perfect that everyone else I meet is also a university student. So if you think about the percentage of the population that you'd actually be relating to, I think it's pretty great.
And actually 80,000 is not really that small for American standards anyway.
Yeah, I think I do more social things and see more and interact with more people than I do at my university, which is technically in a bigger town, but I don't know. And I feel very, very lucky because everyone I've met has been absurdly nice to me. I still am not quite sure why they are as nice as they are, but they're incredibly kind and generous, and I really wouldn't want to have gone anywhere other than Marburg, personally.
Can you talk about university life a little bit? Classes, are they hard? Is it a cakewalk? What's it like?
Classes are very different. I felt very lucky because though I studied theater in the States, they didn't have a theater program at the university, so I got to study Medienwissenschaft, which essentially translated into me taking a lot of film classes. And that couldn't have worked out better for me because I want to go to film school after college anyway, so I got to have a taste of it, and it's been extremely fascinating having this perspective on things like American film, for example. That's one of the classes I'm taking, of having a European perspective on it. It's been really fascinating. And I'm also taking the best Shakespeare class I've ever encountered anywhere, and I didn't expect to find that in Marburg, Germany, but there it is. BCA gave me everything that I needed right to begin with. So when I got here, I had keys and directions to where I'd be staying. I had a ticket that would let me travel everywhere I needed to travel. I had maps. I had all of that. So I instantly felt safe, and I didn't have to go through a process of nesting by myself. I could immediately get out the door and start exploring and doing things. So that was extremely helpful, and I've definitely taken advantage of it. And it's a very great feeling to know that you can just travel and feel okay about it and know that you have someone you can call in case something does go wrong, but it rarely has.